Good morning to all. Hope you all are fine. Today we are going to start our third lesson in second block. Okay, our third lesson is seed dispersal. Seed dispersal. Our third lesson or third topic is seed dispersal. Before that, what all the things we discussed in our previous class? We learned about plants can grow without the seeds, then vegetative propagation we learned, then we learned methods of vegetative propagation. What is vegetative propagation? The process of growing plants from the vegetative parts of a plant is considered as vegetative propagation. Okay. And methods from the roots, stems, example, like this many things we learn. Okay. And now we are going to discuss about seed dispersal. The word dispersal will be a new word for you, right? Yes, this is your new word and its meaning. First we can consider its meaning of dispersal. That means word meaning. Okay. Word meaning of dispersal is taking to different place. Taking to different place. Then seed dispersal, it may be taking the seed to different place that we can discuss. Okay. And in this lesson mainly we are going to discuss. The aim of this lesson is to identify the need and importance of seed dispersal in this lesson. Okay, listen. So in this lesson we are mainly discuss the need and importance of seed dispersal. Okay, and what is the need of or importance of this seed dispersal? We can explain it with the help of an example. Okay, if we are considering that you all know about mangoes, right? These mangoes are coming from mango tree, and in each and every year this mango tree can produce number of mangoes, large number of mangoes, right? Yes, and you just think that if all these mangoes that seeds are fall around this mango tree, in that case they can germinate or not, because we know that seeds can produce the new ones. Okay, and in that case they can germinate or not. Say yes or no. Okay, leave it. One more example I will say. Normally in our class, in one bench there are 4 or 5 students are sitting, right? Yes. And one day the teacher told you to sit one of the bench. The teacher told you to told that 7 or 8 students has to sit in one bench. Then how it will be? It will be very difficult for you for writing and reading all these works. It will be feel some difficulty in your case, because you will not get much space to do your works, like overcrowding will be there. In the same way it happens in the case of mangoes. That means that just before we said one situation, no, I asked a question to you, yes or no, that time you may be confused. So that answer is, in mango tree it having a wide root, right? That roots will be under the soil. And what is the speciality of these roots? These roots are very wide and they that tree need more amount of water and minerals from the soil, nutrients from the soil. So these roots will absorb more amount of water and minerals from the soil. So the seeds will not get much amount of water, or newly developed mango plants will not get much amount of water and minerals and all. At the same time, each and every seeds has to compete for their food, sunlight and everything they have to compete. In that competition, these healthy seeds can sustain, but the weak seeds would die. To avoid the condition of to avoid this competition, or in the case of weak seeds, to help them to grow, we have to think about the topic what? Seed dispersal. Seed dispersal means that the scattering or spreading of seeds away from the parent plant. Okay, scattering of seeds away from the parent plant. That means the seeds moves away from the parent plant. So what will happen? They will get enough amount of water, air and sunlight and everything for their growth and development. Okay, so in that cases we have to think about seed dispersal. Okay, and what is the need of this seed dispersal? First case, it helps the seed to get enough amount of water, air and warmth for germination. We know that for the germination, 3 essential conditions we discussed in our first chapter, right? These all the cases will helps, means for this germination process will be smoothly happens when there is a dispersal of seed. And secondly, by the process of dispersal, the plant species can reach the new places or different places. Okay, that means the new plant species can move to different places. Okay, and third case means that it helps to preserving the plant species in the case of natural disaster. Did you get any idea? That means if the plants are growing in only a particular region, so what will happen is there is any kind of natural disasters and all happening there, what will happen is that crops will, means that crops crisis will be there. That particular plant means we know that we are depending the plants for our food and all. That time it will be some crisis in the case. If it is all over the world, if it is present, or in different region if it is present, then we can preserve them in case of natural disasters. Okay, and at the same time I told you that the second important point I told you that it helps them to reach in different places, right? Okay, when it reach, this actually happening in the case of tomato. We all knows about tomato food items, right? Yes, and now maybe in your kitchen garden also you are planting these tomatoes and all. Okay, and these tomatoes are originally found only in Mexico. Okay, and now we know that all over the world we can see the tomatoes. Why? Because maybe there is a chance of seed dispersal. So from it reaches to different places. So these are the main needs and importance of seed dispersal. What in this lesson we learns about what is seed dispersal. Seed dispersal is the scattering of seed away from the parent plant is considered as seed dispersal. Then we learns about what is the need or importance of this seed dispersal. First one, we discussed that the seeds will get all the seeds will get enough amount of water, air and warmth and sunlight for their germination and all. Sunlight is not a necessary factor, just I am telling you that it will get sunlight, proper sunlight. For the photosynthesis and all they need the sunlight, right? So that is why I am saying about sunlight. Okay, it give enough amount of water, air, warmth for germination and further development. All each and every plants they depends the sunlight. Okay, and second case we discuss we learns in this lesson that it helps them to reach in different places. And thirdly, it preserve the plant species in case of natural disaster. That's all about this lesson. And in this lesson we learned one new word. Which new word? Yes, dispersal. So that key word is Dispersal. What is the word meaning? Taking to different place, and you should learn the spelling and how to pronounce the word dispersal. Okay, so that's all about this lesson. Now we can move to our second lesson, that is agents of seed dispersal. Okay. Okay, agents of seed dispersal. Did you get any idea about these agents? That means the factors which helps for seed dispersal. Okay, and in this lesson we are going to discuss about mainly the aim of this lesson to compare features of seed that disperse by wind, water and animals. Okay, so in this section or in this lesson we are going to discuss the comparing the features for the dispersal of seed by wind, water and animals. Okay, here as the name agents means the factors which helps for dispersal, and mainly that agent's name is wind, water and animals are the agents for dispersal. What are the agents for dispersal? Wind, water and animals. Before that, in the beginning of our chapter, that means first block itself, I told you that these seeds are different in shape, size, color and structure, right? The same way, according to their structure and their size and all, these agents are influencing the dispersal of seed. Okay, and when we consider our nature, this nature is actually helping the seed for dispersal. Nature is help the seeds for their dispersal. And first we can discuss about the seed which is dispersed by wind. Mainly the seeds are because of the difference in the size, shape and structure of these seeds. These kinds of different agents are required. Okay, these different agents are required for seed dispersal mainly because of their difference in size, shape and their structure. When we consider about these seeds which is dispersed by wind, which kind of seeds can disperse by wind? Before that, what do you mean by wind? The flow of air is considered as wind. This flow of air, it having some force. Okay, that's why when we are if we consider the papers are, we are just keeping the papers on the table. If the wind means there will be a flow of air, this paper may fall down. Did you notice it like that? So that means this wind having a force to carry something. Right, and in the case of wind dispersal, the seed having a speciality, that means the seed should be light and small. Small and light seeds can carry by the wind. Okay, the seeds should be the light and small seeds can dispersed by wind. And when we consider the examples of these seeds which is dispersed by wind is dandelions and cotton seeds, maple seeds are the examples of the seeds which is dispersed by wind. Okay, when we consider about cotton seeds and dandelions, what is the speciality? They are having, what is the speciality of cotton seeds? Yes, they are having hairs in it, and hairs or parachutes, it helps them to move with this wind. Okay, they are having hairs in it and they are small and light weighted, so they can easily move with the wind, or wind can easily carry them. Okay, and when we consider about maple seed, what is the speciality of maple seeds? They are having wings in it, so that wings help them to move with this wind. Okay, so example, cotton seed and maple, we can write any two examples, cotton and maple we can consider as the example of the seed which is dispersed by wind. Okay, and second one is water. Second agent is water. What is the speciality of this water? As same as this wind, this water also having a force to carry the seeds. Okay, and the seed which is dispersed by water, the main thing is that these seeds has to present in or around the water bodies. The seed which is the plants which live in and around the water bodies, then that kinds of seed can dispersed by water. Okay, can you say some examples? And before that, one more thing you consider here. We discussed about floating and sinking. Do you know about floating and sinking? If you are taking one glass and one glass of water, or quarter of water, means half of the glass we are taking water, then when we add or put the stone into it, then the stone will go deep inside. For example, if we consider, if we are taking a glass and this much water if we are taking into it, okay, then when we are put this stone into it, then what will happen? This stone will sink, it will go deep inside into the water. This is considered as sink. And if any lighter objects like blades and all, if blade we are keeping or we are put to the water containing glass, then this blade will be present above the water. Then this is considered as float and sink. That floating and sinking you have to remember. Float means it present above the water, sinking means it goes deep into the water. Okay, then that we need for this floating and sinking, we need to explain about the dispersal by water. Okay, so I already told you that in the case of seed dispersal by water, that seed containing plants present in or around the water bodies. Okay, and example, water lily. What it's present where? It's one of the aquatic plants, right? And if we consider about this water lily, this seeds having a spongy covering. Seeds having a spongy covering. That spongy covering helps the seeds of water lily to float on the water. While this floating above, when it floats in the water, what will happen? While flowing the water, this water can carry the seeds of water lily. And we know that when we are consider about the coconut trees, means when we consider the rivers or like that water bodies, that coconut tree we can see around these rivers or like water bodies. So that seed, coconut. Okay, that coconut tree's seed is coconut, right? When these coconuts fall down or when it's land on water, what will happen? This coconut is actually heavy. Actually, heavy objects will sink in water. But this coconut having a fibrous covering. Is it right? Yes. This fibrous covering also helps them to float on water. So, what is the speciality of the seeds which is dispersed by water? There should having a covering like fibrous or spongy covering. Okay, we can write here. Fibrous or spongy covering. This kind of dispersal mainly happening in the case of coconut, water lily. Okay, coconut and water lily. Okay, so these are the seeds which is dispersed by water. And next one is animals. Animals means that what all the seeds we are eating, like apple and watermelon, mango, pomegranate, like that. So, the seeds of juicy fruits, or if we consider the seeds of juicy fruits are actually eaten by animals, human beings also. Okay, so we know that when we are eating the mango or like that things, and after eating the mango, that seed we will throw outside, right? The same way like this. And sometimes if the seeds are very small, so by mistake we will eat that seed also, not only we, all other animals also. In that cases what will happen? That they already swallowed that seed, then that seed also coming out from their body, from their feces. Feces means what? Body waste. Okay, from our body waste. Other than animals also, animals, if we consider other animals also eating these kinds of some juicy seeds of different kinds of fruits they are eating. So there, in that case also, by mistake, if they are eating the seeds, then it will comes out from their body in the form, means from their feces. Okay, and another thing, xanthium. Xanthium plants is another case in which can dispersed by animals. Xanthium means that it having some kinds of hooks. Okay, that hooks contains some thorn, barbs. Barbs means that sharp edge, means grown areas. So it will stick to the animal body. Okay, and while the traveling time, it will fell down or drop off. From that place, it can also germinate and form to a new plant. Here in your content book, you can see that the pictures of here seeds with barbs, that means some thorns in it. So it will stick, and in our case means sometimes if we are moving outside, that means in the grassy areas and all, while moving time from your dress, something sticks in your dress. Did you feel like that things? It will normally attract or it will stick to the animal body. In our case, our clothes, it will sticks, and when we saw that something is sticks on our dress, we will just take it and throw out. So that is another way of dispersal. In the case of animals like goat, cow, these all the animals, these kinds of xanthium's hooks are attracted or sticks in their body. While they are traveling time, it may drop off. So from that place they can germinate and they can produce a new plant. Okay, so that seeds of juicy fruit and barbs or hooks that xanthium case can dispersed by this. For example, we can write xanthium and apple like this. Okay, so these are the seed dispersal by animals. Okay, and last one is explosion. This we can't able to say that an agent. Explosion. In the case of explosion, if we consider that if some of the seeds like bean and pea, it's attached, it grows in their pot. Okay, when it becomes, it's ripened, then what will happen? It's explode from their pot. Okay, then it spread around the parent plant, or it is scattered in different direction. Okay, so that's only about in the case of explosion, the plants or the seeds which is grown from the pods of a plant, then when it's ripened, it explode and it is scattered in different direction. So the flower or plants in the pods or seeds in the pods. Then example, pea, bean are examples of the seed dispersal by explosion, and these are the different agents for the dispersal and all. Can I ask one question? At the time of seed dispersal, we already discussed that the scattering of seed away from the parent plant. In all these situations, all the cases, it will happening or not. When we consider these agents cases, it may happen, but in the case of explosion, these are seeds are explode from their ripened fruit. Okay, so in that cases, it's scattering in different direction, even though these seeds will be somewhat near to their parent plant. Some cases, not all the cases, some cases it will be around the parent or little bit away from the parent plant. Okay, that's all about the agents of seed dispersal. Agents of seed dispersal means that the things which helps for the seed for their dispersal. What are the things? Wind, water, animals are the main agents of seed dispersal, and if the seed dispersal by wind, we can say that, in that case the seed should be light and small, and if it has hairs or wings easily, it can dispersed by wind. And example, cotton and maple seed, dandelion also there. And water, fibrous or spongy covering of the seeds helps to dispersed by water, and that flowing water carry them far away places or taking them pickups from that places and taking away from the parent plant. It means this flowing water can carry them at a long distance. Example, water lily and coconut. Then in animals case, seeds of juicy fruits are actually dispersed by animal. And example we learn, that is xanthium, apple, watermelon, these all we can say. Then explosion means that the seeds develops in the pods of a plant. When it's ripened, it explodes. And its example, pea and bean. That's all about this lesson. And in this lesson we are not our new word is same as dispersal. So what you have to do? In your worksheet, you complete S3 and S4. That's only your homework. That the thing that S3 and S4 you have to complete. That's all about today's class. Thank you.